So far, we have seen how to save an entity and how to update an entity. Now we are going to look at how to read all the data from the database by using ID and by pulling all the data from the table. So let's maximize it. And I'm cleaning up some of the code here. I have cleaned up the code and refactored a little bit to print saved person and the updated person. Now, and then we are going to read the data using both ID and getting all the records from the database. So in order to see that one, first of all, let's go with the ID flow. Let's check the available methods to read the data. So as you know it, list card repository has find all, which returns all the objects, and find all by ID, where we need to pass a set of IDs. Or as part of the card repository, we have find by ID, find all by ID, where it takes list of IDs. We're going to look at all three in this one. So first of all, let's get by ID. I'm getting by ID. I'm directly printing the object person repository that find by ID. We know that it is a fresh one, so ID will be 1. It is expecting long, so I give 1L. And now let's save another object. I have created a person2 object by setting the same values, and I saved into a database using person repository.save method, and I'm capturing the object as a saved person2. Now I'm trying to fetch all the persons by ID. So here I'm passing a list of IDs to a method which is find all by ID, which takes a iteratable. In this case, I'm sending as a list. So it's going to get all the objects or all the database entries that are matching to these two IDs. And after that, I'm printing all of them using for each method, and I'm printing everything to system out println. Now save all the files and run the program. So I opened the console and I started the application. Now this is the starting of the program, and this is the first time the object has been saved, and then same object has been updated. After that, we fetched by using ID. It is returning a optional object. In our case, it has the object, that's why it has printed. And after that we have created another person object, so that's why there is an insert entry. After that, we are fetching all the persons by IDs. So here is the person1 and then person2. Now let's check how to get all the table entries. I have written the code. So here is a system log, says that I'm fetching all table entries, and after that I'm calling find all method and then calling for each to print the entries. So in our case, we have only 2. So to simulate this scenario, let's create another object. I've created a person3 object and saved the entry. So as part of the first print, we got the first person object, and after that we are fetching by IDs 1 and 2. So we'll get person1 and person2 objects. Now we are saving the person3 into the database and we are calling find all. In this case, we will get person1, 2 and 3, which means we are listing all the entries from the database. Save all, clearing the console and running the application. Let's see. This is the first one which we are fetching by ID, and the second one fetching by IDs, where we passed ID1 and ID2, where it has printed person1 and person2. And after that, we saved person3. So for that, there is an insert statement. And after that, we are fetching all the records using find all method. And these are the 3 entries that has been resulted, because so far these 3 objects saved into the database and it has only 3 objects. So it printed only 3. If it has more, then it will print all of them.